Alrighty, so this is going to be another video here on Mystical Crystal Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. My name is Crystal. If you are new, make sure you, for one, hit the subscribe button and make sure you guys smash the like video or the like button. I said the like video, what? Make sure you guys smash the like button so that you guys can get notified when I post future videos. Now today we're going to be doing a little bit of a different video. We're going to be doing a pick a card. I really like these, and let me know if you guys like this addition to the channel. If you guys don't, then that's fine. But I definitely want to kind of put some pick a cards out there because I think that these are like personal readings almost in a sense, because it identifies your energy. Okay. So basically we have card number 1, 2, and 3. Pick whichever pile you are drawn to, and that's going to be the message from your future or higher self. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys a minute. Like I said, this pile number 1, pile 2, and pile number 3, and we're going to pull tarot cards and kind of get into the nitty gritty. Also, if you do want a personal reading with me, please check out my description box. I will have my information listed there if you want a session. I do offer 20% off to new clients, so make sure you take advantage of that when you sign up for my website. And yes, let's go ahead and get into it. So I will have timestamps in the comment section as well. But okay, so let's go ahead and start with pile number 1, okay? So the first message we have for you, we have awakening, and it says energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. Okay, so the first message that your future self kind of wants to pass on to you is that you guys are literally going through a breakthrough, right? You guys are not going to be in the same space in the near future. You guys are actually about to evolve into a new place of seeing things, a new way of doing things, and just basically maturing, okay? For a lot of you as well, you're also either in the beginning stages of your spirituality, or you guys are getting to know yourself a lot more. I also feel like as well, a lot of you, another thing that your future self is trying to say is don't be so hard on yourself when it comes to not understanding everything about spirituality, or feeling as if you're just have a lot of work to do when it comes to reprogramming the way that you may be thinking. But your future self is trying to encourage you to stay focused and understand that you will get to a place of full understanding eventually. But don't be hard on yourself. You're on the beginning of your journey. Okay, let's see what else they have to say. It says, I am the attractor of my every experience. And on the back of this card, it says, you are meant to live an expansive, exhilarating, good feeling experience. It was your plan when you made the decision to become focused in your physical body in this time-space reality. You were born knowing that you are a powerful being, that you are good, that you are the creator of your experience, and the law of attraction, the essence of which is like unto itself, is drawn, is the basis of the universe. You knew it would serve you well, and so it has. So this is understanding that you're the attractor of, again, your experience. So we talk about manifestation a lot on this channel. A lot of times we can manifest things into our life unconsciously and consciously. And sometimes it can be good things and sometimes it can be bad things, but we have to understand that what we vibrate on is what we attract. So if you vibrate from a mindset of lack, then you will experience lack in the present moment. So what your future self wants you to understand is change your mindset and change your way of vibration. Find a new way to kind of wake up in the morning and get yourself going, especially if you do have moments where you feel unmotivated, when you feel drained, when you don't feel like yourself. Make sure that you're checking in with yourself energetically so that you're not on a low vibration and you're attracting lower vibrational individuals as well. So like that's another thing. Okay. And also understanding if you are having any manifestation blocks right now, your future self wants you to understand that you are also in control of that experience. And you don't need to be allowing yourself to be around people, places, or anything that's keeping you from focusing on what your, future goals are. Okay. Let's keep going. What does everybody who chose pile number one's future self or higher self want them to know. So I have 2 cards that just fell. Let's see if I can get them. Okay, cool. So we have harmony. We have miracles. Okay, I like that. I like that. We have balance. And let's pull one more card. And we have Archangel Michael. Alrighty. Interesting. So what your future self wants you to understand, like I said, there's going to be a shift in your reality, and you may not see it right now, but believe in miracles. That's what your future self is trying to explain to you. Believe in miracles. Believe that, yes, even though you may be in a state of chaos in your mind, or you may have gone through some, traumatic stuff as of recently, you are going to get this balance. You are going to get this harmony, this peace of mind. Wow. I really see also just this really, like I said, at peace energy, because you guys are literally shifting into a new way of seeing things. Like, I know I keep saying that, but a lot of you, like, yeah, you're beating yourself up right now, but understand it's a part of the process. And things are going to be okay. Okay, so let's pull some tarot cards. Your future self is also saying chase what, or not chase, but go after what you want in life. Don't settle for anything less than that good paying job or being that entrepreneur. If you've been wanting to also get into entrepreneurship, your future self is also saying, go ahead and go for that. Ooh, we have the World card. We have, I think this is the 10 of Wands because there's a lot going on in this card, okay? Just give me 10 of Wands energy. We also have the 5 of Cups, the Empress, the 4 of Wands. I have one that fell on the floor. We have the Fool card, and we have the 3 of Cups. Okay, everybody who chose pile number 1. So yeah, what I definitely see here, there's going to be a complete cycle that you guys are about to step into. The World card usually shows up when you've basically learned your lesson, and when you basically, reaped all the understanding or wisdom that you needed to from a certain situation. This is also an omen for a turnaround and a shift. Just like this is looking like the Wheel of Fortune to me, this is kind of like a change in fortune, a change in circumstances. Okay. Some of you, your future self is saying that, yeah, you're really going to be coming through. Some of you are in your cocoon state right now, and you guys are about to emerge into the butterfly that you were supposed to be. What I will say is your future self wants you to make sure that you're not staying stuck emotionally on things that you can't change in the past, because there's so much, there's far more greater things in the future for you, especially with the Empress card. For some of you, you don't even understand that you're about to grow and blossom into a way better state than what you guys have been in up until this point, where you may have, thought that certain relationships were going to just be the end all be all, when you guys are about to grow into a more healthier relationship or a more healthier mindset. I'm seeing a lot of stability around people who chose pile number 1. I'm seeing a lot of balance, especially if you're Aries watching this. So if you're Aries watching this, this is a confirmation that, yeah, this message is for you. But regardless of your zodiac sign, like I said, there's a new beginning that you guys are about to embark on. And like I said, this is after you guys shift some personal energy here. Also, your future self is saying, look at the relationships that you're building around you. Are they supporting you emotionally? Are they making you feel drained as well? Okay. Okay, so let's pick some messages from this deck to kind of see what's going on with your love life, or what your future self wants to say about your love life. And then we'll wrap pile number one up, okay? So what is the message for pile number one in regards to their love life from their future self or their higher self? What's the message? And it says, acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times, we must accept things as they are. There is no point in trying to change that which is beyond our control. So this is what your future self wants you to know. Understand when it comes to your love life, if things come up on your path where you have to distance yourself from certain individuals because they're not trustworthy, or, certain situations don't work out, or, certain people come into your life randomly, just the random things that may happen in your love life, understand that you have to accept the reality, and you can't fight with the universe when it comes to, what they have in store for you and what they feel like should be taken away for your own good. So don't fight the change. Don't fight the shifts that are trying to come in for you. Okay. So this is what I'm seeing for pile number one. I hope that you enjoyed your message. If you did, make sure you thumbs this up. Make sure you subscribe as well. And I will see each and every one of you in the next one. Bye, pile number one. Okay, so let's go ahead and do pile number two. Okay, pile number two. Okay, so let's go ahead and do pile number two. So the card that we have here for you guys, we have the Don't Dim to Fit In card. And it says, how are you dimming your light in order to fit in? So with this card coming up, your future self wants you to understand, don't sleep on yourself, okay? Some of you, you're like completely sleeping on yourself. You're thinking that, okay, there's nothing. How do I say this? You guys are thinking that basically by you trying to like fit in with the norm or trying to fit in with other people around you or not stepping outside of the box is like playing it safe. And in life, you never want to play it safe because you never know what opportunities or what certain risks that you take are going to reap you as far as benefits are concerned. Okay. And even if you fail, you stumble your head a little bit, it's necessary because failure is one step closer to success. Like every successful person that I know will tell you that. And this is something that I learned on my journey as well. So your future self wants you to understand that failure is nothing to be scared of. It's something to embrace because you need to fail a couple of times to know what you need to not be doing, okay? You don't want to just, the first time you do something, it just goes through. And then when it comes to, your experiences after you reach that peak of success and you just keep, doing certain things that may be detrimental, you'll never know that it's detrimental to you until you stumble and hit your head a little bit. So your future self wants you to understand that with anything in life, you have to kind of stumble a little bit. But also not that only, you need to actually allow yourself to shine and put your talents out there so people can see who you are. So you can reap the benefits of your, of your hard work. But let's see what else they have to say. So what else does pile number two's future self have to say to them? So the card that we have here, it says, I can earn money by doing what I love to do. I love this card. And this is tying in with this card as well. And it says, as you practice your more positive, better feeling story, in time, your pleasure will become the dominant vibration within you. And then as you couple your pleasure with your means of earning, the two will blend perfectly and enhance each other. And it says, there is no better way to earn money than to do things you love to do. Money can flow into your experience through endless avenues. It is not a choice of the craft that limits the money that flows, but only your attitude towards money. This is so key. This sounds like Bible to me, okay? So with this card, this is all about you understanding that, okay, If you, for one, practice a vibration of gratitude and, like I said, positivity, where you're thinking positive about your experience, about your passion, and you're taking that feeling of that passion that, you want to actually, how do I say this? You're taking that passion that you get from whatever you're doing. That passion, that vibration will lift you to a higher vibration and will help you attract more in that instance. So understanding that, okay, whatever makes you happy, if you pour into it and you find ways to become profitable through it, then it will be a perfect blend, like this card says. And every day you'll love what you're doing. And then you'll just keep attracting. And like this card also says, you can make money through endless avenues. You can have 8 streams of income. You could have 15 streams of income. But the only thing that stops you from having those endless avenues of money is your attitude towards money. If you believe that, oh, I don't need to have, 10 streams of income. I'm good with one because, I'm not going to be greedy. Or, thinking that basically having multiple streams of income is not necessary because you're good and, the universe will provide for me, where that doesn't work. It's not a random act of the universe just providing for you. You have to make a lane for yourself for the universe to provide for you. Okay? Let's keep going. Let's see. What is everybody who chose pile number 2's future self want to say to them at this moment? So we have intention, we have study, we have harmony, and we have meditation. Okay. So your future self wants you to know that you need to be clear on what your intentions are. And also what other people's intentions are for you as well. But what your intentions are in regards to you being successful, what your intentions are when it comes to your life. What do you want to see come out of your experience on this earthly plane? And also, again, setting your intentions in regards to your career. Being clear on exactly what you want to do here in life. I feel like also, I'm feeling this energy coming through from your future self where they want you to also get to know yourself more. Some of you still have some learning to do in regards to self and what your wants and needs are. Your future self wants you to meditate more so that you can clear your head out whenever you do get a sense of anxiety. It may be a sign that you need to do some more focused crown chakra meditations to clear that anxiety out and get the thoughts that aren't yours out. Because sometimes we do channel thoughts that aren't ours and, just thoughts of people around us who may think less of us. And we're just soaking up their vibration because, they're haters and things of that nature. Okay. Let's see what else comes out. Ooh, 2 of Pentacles. I like that butterfly. We have the Death card. The Hierophant. 2 of Swords, the Temperance and the Strength card, the Judgment card, and we have the 9 of Cups. Listen, I'm always struggling with this freaking camera. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so with these cards coming out, the other messages that your higher self or your future self want to kind of pass on to you, they want you to understand that, yes, some of you may be going through some financial stuff that may be a little, making your finances a little imbalanced, right? What you need to do is take this time to kind of figure out what your next plan of action is. Weigh out what your opportunities are or weigh out your options. Should I stay at this job or should I look at another one? Your future self wants you to kind of take a step back and again, get an idea of what exactly you want to be doing with yourself so that you can feel like you're not so constricted and so you can have this sense of financial freedom. Another thing they want you to do is kind of make up your mind on situations that seem unstable in your life, regardless of just finances in your love life. For some of you, you have some unstable loose ends that you need to take care of in regards to your love life. You need to figure out what you're going to do here. Some of you also, they want you to stop backtracking. 1 second knowing that you want this and then backtracking for another thing. They want you to to make some necessary changes in the way that you go about handling your love life as well. There's some final decisions that are pending that some of you still need to make that are going to impact your future. Your future self also wants you to be patient when it comes to seeing the manifestations of things that you would like to see in your life. And to stay determined. Like I said, some of you have like moments where you're not as determined. And needing to be clear on your decision making in regards to how they align with your wishes and your dreams and your goals. And not getting caught up in your own mind. See, people don't realize how your mind will literally play tricks on you to the point where you manifest everything that you didn't want. Like you'll be so anxious about not receiving, or you'll be so anxious about going down the wrong path and failing and all this other stuff that you'll be so anxious that you'll do just that to make that a reality. So you need to be careful, again, of the vibration that you send out. Okay? Now, let's see what's going on with your love life. I'm going to pull one of these heart cards to kind of see what message they have for you, and we'll wrap up pile number 2. So let's see. What is the message for everybody who chose pile number 2 in regards to their love life from their future/higher self? And we have this card, and it says romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. So for a lot of you, believe it or not, you guys may have a relationship that's on and popping in the near future. I would definitely do the personal work right now so that when this relationship comes in, you guys are ready and prepared and, you know, aren't kind of just stuck in some stagnant energy here, okay? So this is what I see for pile number 2. Thank you so much. I hope that you enjoyed and you took something from this. If you want a reading, please check out my information in the description box, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, pile number 2. So we're going to go ahead and do pile number 3. Okay, so pile number 3. The card that we have for you, it says Priestess, and it says, how are you being called to step up and lead? So with this card coming out for pile number 3, a lot of you, your future self is trying to let you know that you're very intuitive. You're very in tune with your spirit guides in the spirit world. For a lot of you, you have divine wisdom from your experiences, and just for a lot of you, you're somebody who's really, really tapped into the spiritual world. Like for sure, for sure. I wouldn't be surprised if you chose this pile and you're a Pisces. Okay. But for a lot of you, they also want you to kind of see where you guys are literally being called to basically be the best version of yourself so that you guys can manifest your wildest dreams and your wildest desires. Okay. For some of you also, I'm getting this energy where your future self wants you to go out there and put your spiritual talents on the forefront. Okay. So if you've been debating on whether or not you should start that YouTube channel doing your spiritual gifts, I definitely recommend doing so, because your spirit guides feel like you guys, your spirit guides, why do I keep saying that? Your higher self, your future self feels like you should be doing so. Okay. Now, the card that I have here, talking about your finances, what your future self has to say about it, it says, I can follow the trails of good feeling thoughts. And on the back of this card, it says, most people have put anything that earns money in the category of things that I have to do. And that's why the money often comes so hard. If you are wise enough to follow the trail of good feeling thoughts by deliberately looking for positive aspects along your way, you will come into vibrational alignment with who you really are and those things you really want. And once you do that, the universe must deliver to a viable means to achieve your desires. So basically, this is shifting the way that you're looking at your responsibilities as well. Some of you, I'm be real with you, some of you have been kind of laying back and taking life for, you know, whatever comes your way is whatever comes your way. But you have to kind of take charge, and you have to understand that the way that you make money, the way that you attract finances is not from a place of, oh my God, I have to get up and go to a job. Oh my God, I have to work super, super hard to start this business for it to be prosperous. Oh my God, I have to do all this work for this to work out for me. If you look at it from a place of, oh my God, dragging it, or it's basically weighing you down, then you're going to have a hard time manifesting money, because it's going to feel like it's just a struggle to begin with, because you're struggling to get up to even do it. So Change your vibration and you will change your financial situation. And this is fact. Okay, this is fact. Any wealthy person will let you know that this is a fact. All right, this is not semantics. All right. Now, let's kind of go into this a little bit more. The cards that I pulled here, we have dreams, serenity, healing, and we also have balance. And also what your future self kind of wants you to understand. They're communicating. Your spirit guides are communicating with you, and your future self is communicating with you through your dreams. So some of you may be having premonitions or, messages that are coming through that you really need to listen to. Again, like I said, a lot of you are really tapped into the spiritual world. You're really tapped into your inner self, and you just need to continue to listen to what your inner guidance is giving you or what your inner guidance is telling you. Okay. I also feel like as well, your future self wants you to understand that you will be at peace in the future. If there is any hurt or any pain that you're feeling at this moment, understand that it's not permanent. Understand that you have the power to not let anything kind of take you off of your path of understanding who you are. And you're at a place to where you can let go of things that have hurt you and move forward towards more rewarding experiences. Your future self also wants you to take some time to really get your personal energy balanced, whether that's creating some sort of like morning routine. And I keep kicking the camera, guys. Oh my God. Your future self wants you to kind of create some sort of morning routine or some sort of, plan for the day, like have some sort of steady schedule, especially with everything that's going on in the world right now. It's easy to get lost in the, okay, I have to stay home all day type of energy. Let's pull some tarot cards to see. What does everybody who chose pile number 3's future self / higher self have to say to them? So we have I believe this is the 9 of Wands. We have the Daughter of Swords, 7 of Wands, 2 of Cups, Daughter of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, and the Tower. Let me pull one more. And we have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. So this came out reversed. I'm going to allow it to be reversed. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about what these cards are saying. So what your future self wants you to also know, they want you to understand that anything that's, again, feeling like a little bit of a struggle at this point is not going to be in your energy forever. And some of you need to kind of take the initiative now to release it out of your energy. I feel like some of you, this is talking about a relationship in particular, where it's like an uphill battle and you guys have been struggling with this connection for a minute. Your future self is saying, look, in the future, that relationship's not going to work. And you guys are basically going to have this issue with moving forward if you guys don't take matters into your hands right now to kind of release yourself from this like holding on energy. I also feel like some of you, another thing that's kind of coming through, your future self wants you to understand also when it comes to finances being a little bit slow, you need to kind of come up with a clear, concise idea of what you want to do instead of just settling for jobs that may be a little unstable or not financially supporting you or making you feel uplifted in any sort of sense. Some of you, I also see where your future self wants you to work on your communication aspect. If there is anything in relationships that come up that are a little bit of an issue, you need to kind of speak up for yourself. Some of you, it's like you'll be so in love with somebody that you'll put up with the, issues and you'll try to be patient with them, but they need to work on giving you something that's more tangible than the promise of, being better. Actually being better is important. So some of you do need to reevaluate some of your love connections. Okay. Now, speaking of love, let's pull one of these cards to kind of identify what's going on with that and what your future self has to say. So what does everybody who chose pile number 3, their future self, have to say about their love life? And the card fell on the floor. The card that we have, it says balance. It says love is not always about agreeing, just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that supports and challenges. So this is literally going back to what I just said. Some of you need to speak up for yourself, even if it may be a little bit challenging to kind of speak up and say what you're uncomfortable with. But sitting back and allowing a situation to be tumultuous and, you know, somebody running all over you is not the end goal either. So yes, this is what I see for pile number 3. Thank you for watching this. I hope that you guys enjoyed this pick a card, and I will see each and every one of you in the next one. Again, if you do want a personal reading, please check out my description box. I will have my information there, my other channel in the comment section, and have a beautiful day. Bye.